Today I'm doing an unboxing of the Birkin bag that I got in Paris. You'll see my little baby walking around because she's here with me as well. So we went to Paris on our anniversary / birthday trips. And first I'll start with the unboxing. Or re-unboxing, since I already officially opened it myself. This is the box. Came with tissue paper. It's all wrinkly. The reason because we had to pack it into our suitcases, and I had to take out the purse and just pack it with some clothes so that everything would fit. Comes with a nice dust bag, and the drawstrings are quite firm. And here we have it. It is a black 25 Birkin in Tourilon Noville leather with gold hardware. It comes with the plastic over the hardware. The felt. Inside there is bubble wrap, and we also have the lock. Comes with a dust bag with the lock and the key. Inside we also have the rain cover. And the how to care for your bag booklet. So now I'll tell you the story of how we got our Birkin. My husband actually was looking at card holders, and I was never planning on getting a Birkin bag. I was never planning on getting anything at Hermes for myself. But we were in Paris and we read about, all the benefits of getting a luxury good overseas, and we haven't bought anything. So I was like, oh, what the heck? Maybe we'll look into it. And my husband had looked into it the day before just because he's really interested in things that are hard to get, or things that are rare and hard to get. So he wanted to just take a look and maybe ask about it, as he was getting his card holder anyway. So my husband and I and my baby, there she is, we went into a couple Hermès stores, but the only one that we actually asked about Birkin was our first store that he actually bought his card holder in. While he was looking for his card holder, we went into the store on Avenue George in Paris, and that's near Champs-Élysées. And that store, we walked in, and the lady that was dealing with the card holders and the wallets, she was helping another customer. That customer was looking at card holders as well. So we walked around the store a little bit, maybe for like 10 to 15 minutes, and no one had helped us. We went back down to the card holder area, and it was in a little tray with a bunch of different card holders. So my husband just walked up and took a look at some of the ones that he was looking at, And then he asked her, he had a picture on his phone of the one that he specifically thought he might have wanted. And he asked her, oh, do you have this one in this color? And she's like, oh, no, sorry. She kept looking at the different boxes to see if they had it, but they had different colors instead of the color that he originally wanted. So she took out a couple, and then she actually found one that he ended up liking better, with a better leather that was a little more expensive. And while he was looking at all these, he had asked her, oh, do you have any Birkins in stock? And she immediately said, oh, no, sorry, you would have to make an appointment with the main store to see, they might have some Birkins there. And we're just like, okay. And then we ended up getting his card holder. And we, as this process was going on, we were just saying how, oh, we were there for our anniversary and our birthdays. And she processed his card holder. And as we paid for it, she had asked us, oh, do you know what type of Birkin you wanted? Is it an everyday bag? And what color did you want? And honestly, I had no clue. I was like, preferably black I wanted. And then she said, oh, and if it's going to be an everyday bag, probably the smallest one, about the 25 would look good on you. I had no idea that they came in different colors. And then she just told us, hold on a second, let me take a look. I thought she was just checking with other people if they had an appointment that day. Because we also told her, oh, we're leaving on Monday. That day that we came in, it was Saturday. I think Hermes is closed on Sunday. So she's like, oh, so this is basically your last day here. And so she left and told us just to wait. I had no idea what was going on. I thought she was just checking to see if somehow we could get an appointment for the other store. My husband thought she was just checking the stock. But we were waiting for quite a long time, and my baby started getting really antsy. So I was about ready to leave. I was like, I have no idea what's going on right now. And then my husband stayed in there while I tried to walk around with my baby to calm her down a bit, see if she'd calm down. She finally came out and she's like, oh, do you know what kind of leather you want? I'm like, I didn't even know there was different leathers inside my head. My husband, he did some of the research the night before. He just spit out either Togo or Epsom, I believe, because that's what he remembered reading about most. And then she showed us the different types of leathers in this little leather cassette box. She's like, oh, this one's smooth, this one has lots of grains, etc., etc. She's like, oh, I might have one in this Togo or Epsom leather. And she's like, we have it in black. And I look at my husband, I was like, I'm not sure. And my husband was like, oh, can we see it? So she said, okay, meet me on the second floor. And so we go on the second floor. We wait maybe another 10 minutes or so, huh, baby? We wait another 10 minutes or so, and then she comes out with an orange box, and she tells us to go into a room. She tells us to go into the room, and she's wearing a glove, and she opens the box, and she pops out this little beauty. And I look at it, and I ask if I can open it and look at it, and she opens it, and we look into it, and I asked, oh, how much is it gonna cost? I was expecting maybe like $15,000 or something, because that's what I thought a minimum a Birkin might cost. And she's like $6,900. So in my head, I thought that wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. And since I wasn't even planning on making this purchase, I had no idea what to do. But I knew that these could be quite hard to come across, and that we had been quite lucky to even been offered a Birkin. Not only that, a Birkin that was black, which was the color I had requested, with gold hardware. I forgot to mention that I wanted gold hardware as well, I had told her. And I asked her, oh, can I think about it for like an hour? And then she just looks at me and is like, and I was like, will it not be there in an hour? She's like, yeah, probably not. And I think she thought I was crazy to even ask her that request. And then I look at my husband, try to see if he'll say anything. I just wanted to talk to my husband about it. That's why I was like, oh, can I have an hour? And without her being there. But he wasn't really giving me any clues. And then I just looked at it again and I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then she's like, that's a good choice. That's a good choice, or else you would have regretted it. One of the biggest regrets of your life. So we go back outside and downstairs and we have it processed. This is actually the biggest purchase I've ever made with my credit card. So initially, my credit card declined, which I told them it probably would, which was a little embarrassing. But I knew it was, so I had already told them. And then I had called my credit card company and sorted that out and let them know it was an okay purchase. And then it went through, so everything was okay. They did the paperwork for the VAT for us to receive a 10% refund. So that was nice as well. So that's why it's definitely a lot cheaper to buy Hermes in France, because retail price is cheaper in general, and you also get the VAT back. So I think it came out to be about $3,000 cheaper than if I were to buy it in the States. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you for watching. Say bye.